Hey, Big Geordie Geek here, and welcome to Just About Tabletop Standard. In this episode, we're diving into the shadows of the Horus Heresy with the ever enigmatic Alpha Legion, known for their secrecy, subterfuge, and shifting loyalties. The Alpha Legion bring a unique challenge to the painting table, shimmering metallic blues, subtle gradients, and a touch of mystery in every detail. I'll be walking you through the full process of dispainting their distinctive armour, from the rich metallic base to the layered turquoise tones and the final edge highlights that bring that secretive, scheming look to life. Now, whether you're going to be building an entire Alpha Legion force or just adding a few covert operatives to your collection, this guide will capture the look of the most mysterious legion in the Heresy. Let's get started, and remember, Hydra Dominat. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our model, which we have primed with lead belcher, and then we're going to take Stormhost Silver, and we're going to give this an all-over coat. So we're going to coat every part of the model with Stormhost Silver, which might seem a bit weird, but this allows us to establish a beautiful shiny metallic for the neck. Okay, now we've got that silver established, what we're going to do is we're going to take Griff Charger Grey, and we're going to wash all of the armour. Now, this isn't the final colour for the armour, but this does two things. First of all, it helps define the sort of panels of the armour and gives a good guide as to where we want to be painting the final colour. But secondly, it also gives a slight sort of grey-y green tint to the metals that won't be getting painted with the final armour colour. And it sort of just gives them a sort of different sort of sheen to something like, say, having a metal wash like Null Oil or something like that. It just gives it that sort of slightly different, odd feel, and I think that suits the Alpha Legion quite well. So what I'll do is so that's finished. So we'll let this dry. We'll come back, and then we'll start getting the final armor color on. So there you go. That helps establish the areas that we want to get to have the bluey green of the Alpha Legion, and to establish that color, which is our main armor panel color, we're going to take Achillean green, which is a contrast paint, and we're just going to paint it on to each of these armor panels that we want to be the bluey greeny armor color of the Alpha Legion, which is so unique, and this sort of really helps. It sort of adds a I don't know, shade is the word, if that's the word I want to use, but I find this helps. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to get all these armor panels that we want to be this bluey green color done, and I'll come back and we're going to do some highlighting. Okay, now that we've got that all done, as you can see, we've established the colour really nicely. So I'm going to do a couple of things now. Now, you will notice I put some Corax White into the eye lenses, and that just establishes a base for which we can then make those eyes a certain colour. We're going to take some Stormhost Silver, and we're going to highlight all of the armour and all of the metallics. So I'll just get some of those on there to help demonstrate. And you see we've got that slight green tinged metallics, which is really nice. Obviously for the guns, what I would do is I would actually do your gunmetal. I would do that your metal. I would do that gunmetal, and then I would do that with Null Oil to wash it, and then highlight it up with Stormhost Silver. Okay. Done with that now. Here I'll do because I'm going to move on and do the next couple of things. So next up, we're going to take some Black Templar contrast, and this we're going to use to do all of the ribbing and joints. So like here, for example, we're just going to pop some Black Templar in there. Gives a completely different finish. The other black thing I would probably do is, again, for gun casings, I would be looking at taking some Corvus Black, putting that on there, and then highlighting that up with Eshin Grey. Okay. And then the final thing, we're going to be taking some Blood Angels Red, which I did have right here. I'm going to pop this into the eyes. And that will give this a nice red for the eyes. Contrast paints are great for eyes. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away, I'm going to base it, I'm going to pop them on the desert scheme, I think, and then we'll come back and we'll close up the video. And that's our Alpha Legionnaire complete, subtle, striking and ready to sow confusion across the battlefields of the Horus Heresy. The mix of metallic blues and turquoise tones really captures that secretive, shifting identity the Legion is known for. If you enjoyed this guide or picked up a few new techniques, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Horus Heresy painting tutorials. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me tackle next, and of course, stay tuned for more in this series. Thanks for watching, and remember, nothing is ever as it seems. I am Alpharius.